2025 Sunset Rewind, back at you with Fan Zone number 6, or I'm sorry, Week 6 Fan Zone number 7 for the Week 5 games because we had the 0-0 with Los Alamitos. You know the song, Coach, right?
And I feel it. Is that Plush?
That is Plush.
STP?
Good,
Nice.
good. So why STP? This is a real easy one this week. We've kind of already talked about this one in the past.
They went to one of our schools, obviously.
Scott Weiland, lead singer.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
God rest his soul.
Yep.
So,
Your song choices have been really good.
thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Not just for Fan Zone, but for the recap as well.
Oh, thank
So
you.
Salute.
Thank you, Mo. I got to give Mo credit for the recap. That was his idea.
Dole
this
does
morning.
Fan Zone, I do the recap.
Well, salute to you too, Mo.
Well, thank you.
All right, and now a word from our sponsor.
Oil Stop. Oil changes made easy. With hospitality, you can feel the moment you arrive. Visit Oil Stop at 3045 Bristol Street and experience fast, friendly service today.
Okay, as I said, Week 6 Fan Zone number 7. Let's get right into it with the Fan Zone comments. Jai 1000, another great week of high school football. I attended Marina Esperanza. I was very impressed with Marina's discipline and line. Difference in the game. Esperanza has some athletes, but Marina has football players. Ooh, explain the difference between an athlete and a football player, Coach.
Well, an athlete can do it all, whereas a football player, they're dogs. They play football. They're nasty. They're mean, and they've kind of got that formula of great defense. They're methodical on offense. Apparently, they've got some guys out now. We're not privy to their medical reports, but from what the fans are telling us, if they get a couple of these receivers back, they're only going to get more explosive. And so 4-1, 9-1 over the last 2 years in non-league play. They're exactly where they want to be heading into Lambda league play.
Hannah Aguilar. This is an interesting comment. Great coverage as always. Thank you, Hannah. Whatever happened to barefoot kickers? Was it Rich Carlos? Remember Denver?
Carlos,
when we were
remember the
kids?
Rams had Lansford.
Yeah,
that was
Mike
just
Lansford.
a fad. I mean, in the 60s, they were all toe punchers.
Yeah.
And then in the 70s, the whole soccer style started.
Yeah.
And then in the 80s, you had a couple barefoot kickers. But I'm assuming the science and the technology proved that not having a shoe on really didn't make a difference because it came and went.
Right.
So I don't know. I just think it was one of those 80s things, kind of like the leg warmers when the girls would do their jazzercise.
And the field goals some of those kickers are hitting now are like it's crazy. I remember like when you and I were growing up, if a guy was able to hit from 45, that was pretty impressive. But these it's
Records are being
astonishing.
broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy Tarr, looks like you guys are working at 5 a.m. Well,
So, we start shooting at 7 a.m. Just to be a jerk, I wake up on game day at 5 to make sure these guys are up. I group text them.
I wake
does.
up at 5 a.m. too.
Now, to Teran's credit, he's the first to get back to me. He's actually up, which surprises me. So Teran's ready to rock at 5 a.m. We start getting ready. Got to make sure we're here on time. So, we put in the hours in the morning on Sundays.
I'm pretty much the first one here, by the way.
I've got to wait for Dole because we carpool. So I'm sitting in my car, losing my mind. But it works out.
Road Dogs Pop YT. So he was commenting on Sunset League play last week, and we asked him what high school he went to. So he went to Foothill. He says, I went to Foothill, but I did play with many captains that went to some Sunset schools before high school. Kyle Middlebrooks and Cortland Drummond at Fountain Valley, Jack Rulon and Luke Haller at Huntington Beach, and Charles Burks, Michael Duthwaite, and Alan Atkins at Edison, some great players and teammates. So I'm guessing he played with them at the collegiate level as well.
Yep.
So thanks, Road Dogs, for always
We love the backstories.
the comments and the backstories. And obviously you went to Foothill, so you played for the legendary Doug Case at Foothill. Great coach who just recently retired. So thanks again for the comments and the support. We appreciate it. Jason Wells, 9714. Honeycutt is only a junior this year, so we stand corrected. They got another year of him, which is awesome for Marina. Once Marina has hit its full wide receiver core, like you said, healthy, available, hopefully by next game, Marina is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I assumed Honeycutt was a senior just because he's playing like one. I mean, the fact that he's only a junior bodes well for that Marina offense, so props to him.
So, Machiavelli, Uncle Richie, another great Fan Zone segment, fellas. Here's a Fan Zone request for next week. A question from Mo and KD. What are your 3 favorite high school football memories as a player and or a coach? 3 memories with a quick story. Thanks, Uncle Richie. Well, I know what my 3 are. Do you?
I guess I'm
yours?
excluded.
Teran, you didn't play, but do you have a story you want to share real quick?
Nah, you guys, it's your spotlight.
I guess my sophomore year, we were in the semifinals against Santa Ana. We'd beaten them the previous year in the championship game. The weather was foul. It had been raining all week. We were at the Santa Ana Bowl. They had Robert Lee, who was a great running back, Bobby Joyce, who played basketball at UNLV,
Yes.
Oscar Wilson, Coach Dick Hill,
Those
brother
teams
of
are
Herb Hill.
amazing, yeah.
You'd walk on that field, and it was like a sponge. You'd be up to your ankle in water. So long story short, they score with basically no time left, and we're on the 20-yard line going out down by 6. Last play of the game, Brett Johnson, running around trying to buy time. We send all our receivers deep, and our slot receiver falls down out of his stance because it was so wet. So he's trailing everything by about 10 plays. Brett throws it as deep as he can, gets about the 35-yard line of the ball. Bobby Joyce, the D1 basketball player,
Yeah.
instead of batting it down or intercepted, he just kind of bats it back. It goes right into the hands of that trailing receiver who had fallen down about 10 plays behind everything, almost like the Franco Harris play. Oh. He picks it up, runs by the massive bodies that were like basically playing 3 flies up. We're now down on the ground. So we score with no time left, 80-yard touchdown. Everybody rushes the field, so there's a penalty, understandably. But remember, the field conditions were foul, and we only tied it up. We still had to make the PAT.
Right.
So move it back. You had to have a good snap, hold, and kick in those muddy conditions. We get it and go on to win the game.
Wow.
And I guess my other one was beating Mission Viejo in the semifinals my senior
Okay.
year. We beat them twice that year. Mission was the home team, and they were supposed to host. And back then, Mission's away stands is like those Little League baseball ones,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
wide and this high up.
Yep.
And so Bob Johnson lobbied CIF to get that game moved to Orange Coast College. And Mike Rush, the coach at Mission at the time, was not happy. He was in the paper. Remember Saddleback Valley News?
Yeah, I do.
Saying honor, integrity. He was not happy. But anyway, that game got moved, and it should have been. It was a zoo. You were there. That game was packed. It was a great atmosphere, and so those are probably my 2 favorite memories from high school.
Mine go back to my freshman year of high school, 1985. I caught a touchdown pass in a non-league game against Downey from legendary quarterback Troy Kopp, and I slid in the end zone on my knees and caught the ball. And then we're beating Downey pretty handily. They put me in at defensive end because remember when you played freshman football, they kind of just gave you a defensive slot too.
Right.
I ended up getting a sack. I never played defense in my life, so that was a great memory. My other 2 are from coaching at Cypress. 2007, we won CIF, and I apologize to Coach Weezar at Newport Harbor. We were down.
He was the quarterback, right?
Weezar
receiver.
Coach Weezar at Newport Harbor was a stud, and he was a great football player. Yeah,
And we were the
great
15th
family of
seed that year.
athletes. Yeah, we were. We were down 20. We won all 4 games of CIF by a single digit that year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they hammered us Pacific on the regular season?
We
didn't
lost to them. Remember, we went for 2 and we lost by a point.
Oh, it's competitive.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
But we're
remember-
losing 24-7 at halftime. We come back. A lot of things go our way by the grace of God. Pacifica was better than us at every single stat in that stat book except for the score on the board at the end of the game.
That's
We
only
won
stat that
36-30.
matters.
And Coach Perry at Ocean View,
Game
amazing tackle.
winning tackle.
Still nobody knows to this day, was Weezar or the Pacifica player in, or was he not?
Coach Weezar, if you watch the show, you put in the comments if that player was in or not.
And then my last one was 2011. We were coaching at Cypress, and Coach Mike Cobley, defensive coordinator at Los Alamitos, was our head coach. We got the honor to coach the All-Star game.
Was that when we did it against the Tustin staff?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, true story. La Habra had a bunch of guys. Coach Parios and I were on the North staff, and we had a couple La Habra guys there, and one of them was named Kyle Pecco. Kyle Pecco went on to play at Cerritos College, I believe, then Oregon State, and then the NFL with Denver Broncos. So Kyle is a D lineman, and the athletic ability of this guy is unbelievable. I mean, he's like, 6'4", probably like 240, 250. So we're taking the team photo. We're at Cypress High School in the park right behind the high school called Oak Knoll. Everybody knows if you're familiar. So the Yeri guy comes and sets up the stands, and the top stand on the photo on the bleachers is like 6 feet tall. Kyle Pecco goes up there, and with grace like I've never seen before, does a complete backflip off of it.
In his pads.
And lands. And I'm like, oh my God. The coaches were just like, are you kidding me? Did we just see that? And there's a reason why he went on to play in the NFL. So Kyle Pecco, thanks for a great coaching memory. And can I tie it all the way back to Troy Kopp again? Just how funny life works. That was 1985, our freshman year. Fast forward to like 1996, 11 years later. We're in our mid-20s. Troy, who went on to play at University of Pacific, and had some played in the arena ball. He got a tryout with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers of the Canadian Football League. I'm sitting around one day. I get a phone call from him. He says, "Hey, Dole, what are you doing?" I go, hanging out, whatever. He goes, "Hey, can you meet me at Saddleback College, blah, 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 this afternoon? I got a tryout with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Their OC's in town or whatever." So I go down there. Troy hands me some gloves. He goes, "Look, just catch the ball." So they didn't have me run routes, but they put me in spots to see how Troy could, thread the needle and throw to spots. So I did that, and that was like a half-hour tryout, and I don't think I dropped a ball.
Maybe you should have played next level.
So that was the closest I ever got to professional football, though. So fast forward that 11 years later, I actually caught passes for Troy in his tryout with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and he made the team. So, and Troy now,
the reason why.
Troy now, the offensive coordinator at San Clemente. So great question, Uncle Richie. Moving on, Zaria Victorious Malia Bestrio says, "I love the show. What's up with CIF this year? They are dropping the hammer on teams." Whew, yeah, that's for sure.
So I've got this confirmed from two sources. CIF is using AI to sniff out all these fake phone bills, gas bills, cable bills, electric bills. Back in the day, you might have somebody working at the desk, and they're not forensic experts. They don't know what's fake and what isn't. So they just kind of go through and say, okay, that looks good. Now, CIF is just scanning this stuff, uploading it in the system, and they're sniffing out anyone and everyone.
It's crazy.
So all you transfers who are trying to do it with dubious intentions, just know they are on it, and that's why we're seeing people getting denied left and right. So, hey, that's technology, AI.
Thanks for the explanation. Good job doing the homework on that.
Yeah.
Bevan, 623. Carson Honeycutt is a junior. He was doing the same thing to JV defenses last year. No shock there.
Okay, I got the memo. Carson Honeycutt is a junior.
That's why you got to confirm, Mo.
By the way, good for him. I know JV, a lot of people don't like it, and I get why. There's not as much continuity on offense, and it's kind of, people think it's a waste, but you don't get better on the sidelines. You don't get better on the bench. Carson Honeycutt, as a sophomore, was running routes in the JV games, catching the ball, going against his own defense, man defense. He was getting better. He was getting experience. Yep. And you can see that paid off. If he was one of those, I'm not playing JV guys as a sophomore, just sat there on the bench in the varsity games, he wasn't improving. But he put in the time, he put in the work, he got better, and now it's translating to his experience at the varsity level.
That's a great point. Sometimes as a sophomore, you think, yeah, I should be on varsity, and you're not, and it might be disappointing. But you can either suit up for the varsity games and not play, or put in your time on JV, like Coach said, and improve your skills.
Get reps. That's how you get better. And that's how you get noticed by coach. Do you know how many times I've had my quote-unquote starting lineup at the start of the year, and then at practice, some scout guys is wiping us out?
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, who is this dude? Why isn't he starting? And that's how you get noticed. You get in, and you make your opportunities, and take the most of it.
Mega Turtle 1313. Teran, what do you like?
I like turtles.
Good. Scott Van Pelt, ESPN. Love that guy. So Mega Turtle says, the crowd was crazy at the Bell game. Okay. Road Dogs, Pop YT adds to that. The giant inflatable bell for the Edison versus Fountain Valley game is so sick. So
I can confirm that.
Some good things going on at that game.
So why isn't every high school game like? I mean, think about it. Is it like, okay, you're willing to go to an Edison Fountain Valley game, which is kind of a perceived wipeout, and you pack the stadium.
And it's still packed.
Look at the reason I love going to that game and the Battle of the Bay is the environment. It's fun. You only get so many of those a year. Did you watch Penn State, Oregon last night?
Yes.
What an environment.
Gosh.
I mean, what else are you going to do on a Friday? Go to these games, support these kids, and just have fun. I'd love to see that at every game. It kind of used to be like that back in the day.
The year I was at Fountain Valley, 2013, that whole week at school at Fountain Valley was unbelievable. Practicing, Fountain Valley is a school with a lot of red brick walls. You couldn't see any of them that week because they're all covered with posters. And we ended up losing that game 24-0. Fountain Valley did to Edison that year, but it was still, the environment was incredible.
It's going to the game, hanging out with your friends.
Even as a coach, it was awesome.
figuring out where the party is after the game. I mean, that's all part of the experience.
Dave, 2011, thanks for providing the highlights. Love the show. 210 plays in the Los Alamitos game are a lot of plays. Do you feel that can have a negative impact long term as the season progresses?
Oh, that was Granite Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the Granite Hills game, yeah.
Yeah, if you're running that many plays week after week. I did a little math. This is the math guy in me. When I get my huddle film, the average game is about 150 plays. So let's say you take a team, we'll call it Team A, that averages 180. They run no huddle, they score a lot, they give up a lot, versus Team B that only runs 120 plays. All right, the difference is 60 plays, right? If you multiply that 60 by 10 games, that's 600 more plays over a 10-week period. Now divide that 600 by the average play per game is 150.
Okay.
That's 4. 150 goes into 600 4
Right.
times. In effect, Team A's played 4 more games in a 10-week period
Oh,
versus Team B that's played 10 games in a 10-week period.
wow.
So as you head into the playoffs, you want to be healthy, and we know the more plays you run, the more opportunities there are to get banged up, injured, whatnot. So for me, and this is my opinion, I like to keep the games defensive, fast, get in, get out. I know people like scoring offense, but just if you do the math and the numbers, running that many plays week after week can have a negative long-term effect.
Wow. Interesting. Never thought of it that way.
Now you know.
Machiavelli, Uncle Richie. Thanks for the groovy tunage, Mo. You're the man. How about Newport Harbor's Jake Muir? I love Jake. He's a blast to watch. His mechanics are flawless. The ball really flies off his hand. A terrific leader who can really spin it. Tarball, baby. So you've converted Rich Carrillo, a Huntington Beach alumni, to a Newport Harbor fan. How about that?
I love it when the fans call out players for positive things. Yeah, Uncle Richie's a big Muir fan. I mean, we all are.
Yeah.
We know him very well. We know his dad, great family, great kid, and yeah, he's doing great things.
And finally, Roto 58. Hey, 58, your college number.
Yes.
Newport Harbor finally getting on the winning column. Yeah, absolutely, they are.
And they've got some Mo going into league
Oh,
play.
see what he did there? All right.
I needed that.
Cole, can we go to the slideshow, please? All right, Suns 2025 Sunset Rewind, week 6. Yeah, week 6 already. Wow.
Where did the
Fan zone
time
number
go?
7. Sunset Rewind in the news this week. All right, here we go. Talking more about the whole transfer thing. It has filtered into Arizona now. Arizona is reacting to all the stuff going on in California now. So basically, to summarize this, the AIA, which is the Arizona Interscholastic Association, their version of CIF, has blocked transferring to some Arizona schools unless they're enrolled on or after September 19, 2025. Is not retroactive. You can see what it says there. So basically, they're basically telling kids from California, hey, if you're not able to play in California, you might not be able to in Arizona either.
No, they're
So-
basically saying don't bring your traveling show on the road
Yeah.
and disrupt our
Yeah.
competitive ecosystem. And I actually, look, I'm a let the kids play type guy,
Yeah.
but I'm going to support Arizona on this one because, CIF has a policy. It was violated.
Yep.
And now they're going to try to backdoor that and say, well, fine, we'll just do the same thing in Arizona. And they're saying, no. You're not going to come here, bring 8 guys, and disrupt our whole system. So look, here's the bottom line. If you want to transfer, you got 3 options. You can move, which is legit. You can not move, but sit out 5 games, which is legit. Or you can try to game the system, and there's a good chance you're going to get caught, and then you've got to live with the consequences. Those are your 3 choices. Or you can stay at the school you're at and just play. Okay, every guy in the pros, I don't care where he went to high school, is probably a stud. So the school you choose to go to is not going to have any bearing, in my opinion, on your next level potential.
And your opinion is correct, because I will tell you what, there's that old saying, an old adage, I've said it a million times. If you're good, they will find you.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. Orange County rankings, top 35 as of September 24th. See where Dan Albano had Sunset Rewind teams ranked. So, all right, some changes, but not significant. But there you go.
Still, with Los Al's record, only 6. But hey, fine. Make them 16. Makes no difference to them. They just keep winning.
No. 2025 Sunset Rewind Orange County statistical leaders through week 4. So, passing, once again, Edmonds is at number 6 now. Jake Muir at number 7.
My boy Jake.
Brady Annette, 16. However, 4 games. He had a bye this week. So he did not have the advantage of having another game stats, just to clarify that.
Really, after week 10, it'll all come together and
Right.
we'll see the perfect picture of how everybody did.
Receiving, Troy Foster's at 3. Shane McKibben at 13. Carson Honeycutt up to 15 now.
He's only a junior.
Yep. Garrett James, again, 4 games. Didn't have the 5th game in there yet. And we got a Sunset Rewind player who has qualified in the tackles category now. Who do you think it is?
Barnowski.
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
You did.
Nice.
There
Nice
it
work,
is.
Mo.
Yes.
Look at Glenn.
When I break down film, he's on a lot of those highlights, so that makes sense.
And it's always hard to know exact stats because some games aren't put in. And then some schools don't always submit
By the way,
stats.
he's coming in today.
Yeah.
Real quick tease, we got basically all the teams coming in today to kind of give us a mid-season report. Should I tease that now? Like,
No,
is it
that's
too
fine.
late?
Yeah, absolutely.
The only team we don't have coming in yet is Edison, but they're not on their bye yet. So we've invited all these teams with their byes. And so we're having a marathon day. We're going to about 2:30, and we're just going to release those throughout the week. Anyway, stay tuned.
Sunset Rewind, where are they now? Kane Elroy. He went to Golden West, had a couple of great years there, and now he's at Angelo State University in Texas. So
Look how serious he looks.
great job, Kane. Sunset Rewind, on the radar, Jonah Takamori, senior running back and defensive back for Newport Harbor. He is
Jonah Takalua.
another weapon for
Remember
the
that guy?
Sailors. He's averaging 4.4 yards a carry, and he's gotten in the end zone 3 times for the Sailors. So just another, weapon for Muir to utilize.
He's a couple
for the
times been in my
Sailors.
running for Player of the Week. He's definitely on the radar. It's a good call.
Thank you. Teran Stakes. What do you got, Teran?
So when I covered the Corona Del Mar Trabuco Hills game, I actually told you all this, that Corona Del Mar has something in the works. It's called CDM Trident TV, which I think it's going to be their new broadcasting thing, which I hope I'll be able to maybe do the play-by-play or something like that in terms of their football games, maybe their volleyball matches or something like that. So be on the lookout for that. And also St. Clemente, even though they're not a Sunset Rewind team, they actually debuted their broadcast, their little broadcast gig. I think it's called SC Triton TV or something like that. Either way, the entire schools are starting to get with the program of having broadcast classes and whatnot. So it's not just going to be TAR TV and whatnot or Harvard Westlake TV. They have a world-class production in terms of their broadcasting and whatnot. So if you're not part of the whole broadcasting train, you better get on it and you better start getting part of it. So
If you're not a part of it, you're part of the problem.
I wouldn't say that, but still.
I'm going to stand by that statement, Teran.
All right.
Sure.
Yes.
Thanks, Teran. Back to the slideshow, please, Cole. So, you ready for this?
All right.
Teran, Cole, you ready for this one? Most Player of the Week.
I had to do it. I'm still not cheering for SC, but I'm not going to cheer against Makai Lemon. He went off. I thought you'd put the stats up there, but oh jeez, they came up a little short. But certainly it wasn't because of anything Makai did or didn't do. Went off. The good news for all you UCLA fans who are pretty much on suicide watch. I got to think he's going pro after this year. So we only got to endure this guy for about 6 more games. Because he is a dude.
You
And
got
Griffin.
Teran, Cole, you got to give Mo some credit there. He's being a good sport about this.
Yeah, so his official numbers were 151 receiving yards on 11 receptions, 2 amazing touchdown catches.
Well, after his last touchdown to give him the lead, I called you guys, I texted you guys and said, hey, he's my player of the week. Just put it in there. It's a sunset thing, man. You're Sunset League for life. So
Okay, let's see who
Absolutely amazing.
Mo had more than one Player of the Week for the high school games this week. Let's see who they were.
I went with Co this week, and I want to thank Kent Backel for sending me these stats this morning because, we cover the games, but if the newspapers don't do a statistical write-up, I can't go on Huddle and sit there and chart stats. I just don't have the time. But I knew these two guys went off. Camden Tillis had 186 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Last week he had over 200 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. Melania Barra had 4 touchdowns. The bar is high for these guys, but they keep getting over it. They were difference makers. And we actually have Camden coming in a little bit. But congratulations to those two guys because they had a great game. And actually, I want to give a shout out to Beckham Hoffman. Didn't get in the end zone, but he had over 150 yards receiving as a tight end. He's only the biggest guy out there. But great week for that Los Al offense.
And, of course, the most important stat is they are 7-0. All right. So I had players of the week as well. I had co-players. I went with Corona Del Mar. I went with Dorset Stecker and Chase Kachera. Dorset Stecker had 8 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, a long reception of 50 yards. And Chase Kachera had 13 carries, 120 yards, a 46-yard long run, and 2 touchdowns as well. Boy, I jokingly said the Corona Del Mar Sky Kings, but apparently it's not the Sky Kings. It's Sea Kings.
Sky is the limit for them.
Yeah, offensive Kings. Like, they just do everything well. Now they got multiple running backs and Nixon and Kachera. I mean, geez Louise.
And Dorset can also run the ball,
Dorset
too.
can run the ball, too. What a great offense that Coach Heddick has there. Jeez Louise. So, all right, Teran. Last week's games. How are we doing?
So interestingly enough is that everyone had the same picks. Us 3 had the same picks. The commenters had the same picks. Everyone had the same picks. So we all went 2-1. So it was pretty easy in terms of like adding wins and losses all together. But I think Lucerna fans are probably going to give us a lot of flack. So
we deserve it.
We all deserve
Yeah.
to be eating crow, especially
Absolutely.
for Dennis. I'll give Dennis Roll the benefit of the doubt. He said to Kevin and I he would have picked Lucerna, but they were just banged up, truthfully. So honestly, he's exempt from this, but we all should be eating a little bit of crow.
Absolutely.
Because Lucerna proved us wrong, and they were able to clutch up when it mattered most. So
And that's just it. They made the plays when they had to make them.
And props to
Yep.
Lucerna.
Sometimes you don't have to be great all the time in a game. You just got to be great when it truly matters.
So there you see the current standings. Pretty much the same as last week for all.
Yeah,
intents and
everyone went
purposes.
2-1.
Yeah.
I don't even need to go through my song and dance and whatnot. So
Thank you.
So let's move on to this week then. 2025 Sunset Rewind Week 6 games. Let's start off
the
with
most easiest adding and subtracting ever.
simple math, right? Yeah. Marina versus Sunny Hills. We got 3 Thursday night games this week. So Marina versus Sunny Hills at Westminster High. Both teams coming into their first Lambda League game at 4-1. So Sunny Hills and Fullerton, their key wins. They beat Canyon 49-42. They beat Sonora 34-20. According to their stats, and I'm not sure if this is accurate, but going on Max Reps, they've had, it's said, 9 different players take a snap at quarterback. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but yeah, I could show it to you. It's kind of funny. Famous alumni, anybody know who, there's a bunch, but
From where?
from Sunny Hills. This is a huge one too.
Okay, go ahead.
Catherine Bigelow, 2-time Academy Award winner. She was the first woman to win an Academy Award for Best Director. Her movies include Point Break, the original one, Strange Days, The Hurt Locker, and Zero Dark 30. So she's made some like military films too. So
Nice. All right, who do you got?
all that being said and done, I'm going with the Vikings.
4-1 versus 4-1. Interestingly, they both lost to the same team, Long Beach Wilson.
Yes.
Wilson beat Sunny Hills by 28, and they beat Marina by 23. So they're very similar scores. If Marina's getting healthy the way the fans are saying they are, they're only going to get better. So I'm going to go with Marina.
I'm just going to give Sunny Hills a little bit of the credit. Last year they were 0-5. Now they're 4-1. So big hats off to them. That being said, I think Marina's going to edge this one out. I think they're going to inch this win out and start Lambda League play 1-0. It won't be easy. I think Marina's got to lock in offensively and defensively. Their line has got to shine, and they really have to slow down Sunny Hills' overall gameplay. They are well coached, and I think that their work is going to be cut out for them a little. So give me Marina in a close one.
All right, we all agree on that. Okay. Another Thursday game, Edison at Summit on the road. So Edison's 4-2. Summit is 3-1. Their record was not updated as of last night on Max Preps. They did play Barstow this week, so not sure.
Oh, is that a confirmed Thursday game?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Double check, but so Summit's either 3-2 or 4-1. What do we know about Summit? Summit is
I can answer that. They're 3-1. The game was canceled.
It
because
was
of
canceled.
lightning.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it kept saying report score max. Thank you,
Yeah,
Coach. That's good to know. So they're from Fontana. Key wins. They beat Ayala 28-13 and Chino 28-25. They have a really good running back, Nicholas Ortiz, 52 carries for 277 yards, averaging 5.3 yards per carry. Famous alumni. They have an NFL alumni from there. Jamal Williams, running back who went to BYU, had an 8-year NFL career with Green Bay, Detroit, and New Orleans. So,
First Swag Kazakage, leader of the Hidden Village of the Den.
What?
whoa!
Teran.
If you get that reference, then you get a cookie.
I have no idea what you just did.
Of course, Sleepy Mo doesn't get that reference. He's
Teran's
way
getting
too
fired
sleepy.
up. Slow down on the coffee. Do you want to do this one, Teran, or me, for your pick?
Edison's
How about
gonna win
you
this
go
game. I'll say
ahead?
it. Edison's going to win. That's my.
Okay.
You go ahead because you didn't get the reference and you're clueless and you're in last place.
Man, Teran's going scorched earth. He's still bitter about that SC game. I apologize for popping off. Not that I can talk, but anyway, the Bruins are a different story. So for those of you who don't know who Summit is, that's the team that boat raced Huntington Beach last year in the quarterfinals. Right. They are a run-heavy, no-huddle offense. They got that guy going to USC. He's kind of like a D lineman / running back, fullback type. Mm-hmm. It's on the road, so Edison, you better strap up your helmet a little bit tighter this week and just get ready for a lot of running. They were 11-2 last year, Sunkist League champions. So this is a good team. This is kind of Lucerna-ish in terms of on the road, a little bit far away, all that. Edison's got to bounce back. I don't see this team losing 2 straight. I think it's going to be a lot more competitive than people realize, but I will go with Edison.
I'm going to go with Edison as well. I don't see them losing 2 straight. They got to get back on their horse and prove that they are the reigning CIF and state champions. I think that last week was a little bit of, I wouldn't say a letdown, but they were in control, and then that unfortunate fumble happened, and then everything just kind of fell apart. So it was basically like a Murphy's Law type of thing. So I got Edison bouncing back. They need the win just because they need to build momentum going into Alpha League play, and their first opponent in Alpha League play in a few weeks is Los Alamitos.
I see what you did there, Murphy's Law.
Where is Murphy, by the way?
I
brought a milk carton, and I'm going to put a picture of him on it.
Family matters to attend to, unfortunately.
What, the last 6 months?
I don't know. That's what I'm being told.
All right.
I can't confirm this. It's not my turn to watch him.
Next game, Fountain Valley at Orange. This is a Foxtrot League game.
Foxtrot.
Fountain Valley comes in at 1-4. Orange comes in at 3-2. What do we know about Orange? Well, they have that amazing sophomore quarterback, Star Thomas. He's 110 of 179, already at 1,367 yards and 9 touchdowns. And he's got a great wide receiver, Adam Maldonado, who is a junior. He's got 18 catches for 249 yards and 4 touchdowns. Famous alumni. If you're familiar with that school district, Orange Unified, which is Villa Park, Orange, El Medina, and Canyon, Fred Kelly Stadium on the campus of El Medina High School is named after 1912 Olympic gold medalist in the 110-meter high hurdles, Fred Kelly, and he went to USC, by the way. So,
Stop laughing, Cole.
okay,
Yeah, Cole.
You guys are. I'm gonna shock Teran, and I'm gonna shock Mo right now. Orange is winning this game.
Ooh, go Dole. Wow. I don't think Coach Olson's
Kevin
going to
is
appreciate
actually
that.
not a pander this week.
This might be a first, actually. I don't know if he's ever in the history of the show picked against a Sunset League team.
No, he has. Last year he picked against Laguna, and then he also he picked Laguna Beach against Fountain Valley. Then he picked Elisa Nagel against Fountain Valley.
I was always picking on Fountain Valley.
I apologize, Barons. I think they're improving week to week, but Orange, I've seen that Star Thomas play. He is a very, very gifted athlete. He's going to be tough to stop.
You want to go, Teran?
Yeah, I'm going to
Gifted
pick
football
Orange as
player.
well. Wow. Prove me wrong, Fountain Valley. But I think Orange is just a little bit too stacked, in my opinion. They have the offense to basically just put up points on the board and score at will. So give me Orange in this one, no doubt.
Which Orange team's going to show up? The one that lost to Redondo Union or Huntington Beach, or the one that beat Laguna Hills, Los Osos, and smashed Paramount 44-0?
Well, they didn't lose by much against Redondo Union. They
It was
lost off of
14-12.
it.
But
Yeah,
I'm saying, they're good. They got the quarterback, and anytime you got a dude at the quarterback position, it gives you a very measurable advantage. Fountain Valley has shown they can compete and hang with these guys, but until they start beating these guys, my heart says Fountain Valley, but my head says Orange, so give me Orange.
All right. Corona Del Mar versus San Juan Hills, probably the game of the week.
Yes.
San Juan Hills has some key wins against Chaparral 38-33. They beat Maricosta 38-28. Timmy Herr, we all know about him. He's a dude at quarterback. He's 82 for 112, already eclipsing 1,300 yards in the season. He has 16 touchdown passes. This is before Friday, of course. Luke Frith, Jr. Frith, sorry. That's coach's son, correct?
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
That is right.
He's a dude as well. 23 catches for
I'm sorry, Robert.
Coach Frith. 518 yards and 5 TDs. He's a dude. Famous alumni, like this. Sean Ryan, an offensive lineman who attended UCLA. He's in his 4th season in the NFL with the Green Bay Packers.
San Juan Hills does have that UCLA pipeline.
All right, now I'm really
They got
going
a
to
lineman this year going to UCLA. One of their starting linemen this year.
Jaworski, he actually decommitted, unfortunately.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, you guys ready? You're going to swear the earth has stopped spinning. I'm picking San Juan Hills.
Wow. Coach Heddick, please play this clip on Monday to your team. Dole does not believe in the Sea Kings.
5-0 versus 4-1. San Juan Hills, they have been on. I've been watching them the whole year, and there's something. They just look next level to me this year, and they're going to jump up to the Alpha League most likely next year. They just look like they're good. And Corona Del Mar is great, and San Juan Hills is great. I see this just.
No, you made your pick.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one, but
Dole's doing damage control right now. Go ahead, Teran. I'm going to let you do this one.
All right. Yeah, that's a poor decision on your part, Mo. Look, Corona Del Mar, they're good. Let's keep it a buck. They've got the
Damage
offense.
control.
Shut up, Mo. They have the offense. They have the defense. They're looking like the complete team that everyone is starting to think that they are, and like we thought that they were. But that being said, San Juan Hills is battle tested. They've played some pretty darn good opponents. Not that Corona Del Mar hasn't, but beating Maricosta is no laughing matter, especially since they just beat Villa Park and they also beat La Habra. Corona Del Mar proved me wrong, but I'm taking San Juan Hills. Luke Frith masterclass, Timmy Herr masterclass. Sorry, Sea Kings. Give me San Juan Hills.
You know, we had CDM in here last week, and didn't they all jump on Teran because he never picks them?
yeah.
I think he's confirming what those kids called him out on.
This
Okay.
This one hurt me to do this. It really did. You
Oh,
know how
love it. Don't act
No,
like
I
you're so
love
upset.
Corona Del Mar. Kevin Heddig is, you know.
Dole's going to sleep like a baby tonight. Trust me. He's not losing any sleep over his pick. Okay.
Same
You got
here.
the defending league MVP at quarterback at San Juan Hills. You got D1 guys, all league guys at the running back position. They got the receiver position, a running back who was almost 1,000-yard
Yeah.
runner last year coming back. But let's remember a couple things. They played at San Juan Hills last year. It was a 3-point game.
Right. It'll probably be that way this year.
San Juan Hills is comparable to last year's team. This year's CDM team is better, in my
Correct.
opinion, than their team last year.
Correct.
And that was a 3-point game. CDM's at home. Give me the Sea Kings to get a W and improve to 6-0. My mighty Sea Kings.
All
Let's
right.
go, baby.
Nah,
All
well,
right.
let me back up San Juan Hills on this one. They didn't know that Brady Annette was going to play in the second half in their defense. So I think now that San Juan Hills has the familiarity of Brady Annette playing a full game, they'll game plan ready for him.
This game is going to
More
be awesome.
haterade from Teran.
No, you know what?
Sleepy Mo, you are in last place. Shut your dang mouth.
I want them to know Brady Nett's playing in this game.
You know what? I honestly can say, in spite of the contest we have, Teran, I hope I'm wrong. I do.
Man, Dole's still doing damage control. Just on your pick. You went with the Mighty Stallions or whatever their mascot is?
They are the
They
Stallions.
are the Stallions.
All right.
All right, next game.
And I am a Sea King.
Huntington Beach versus
No, you were a
Laguna
Charger.
Hills.
Yes.
So Laguna Hills has key wins over Canyon, 42-28. They beat Capistrano Valley Christian, 44-30. Jackson Vanderbeek, quarterback, 52 for 86, 5 touchdowns. Christopher Entrella, senior quarterback, has 70 carries, or running back, for 398 yards and 6 touchdowns. The famous alumni of Laguna Hills, I went with one that ties into us. And
I feel it's a baseball player.
it is a baseball player.
Oh, Phil Nevin?
No. Phil Nevin went to El Dorado. Laguna Hills was Rob Refsnyder, who went to University of Arizona. Uncle Richie tie-in.
Ooh.
He's in his 10th season with Major League Baseball. He's played with the Yankees, Toronto, Tampa Bay, Texas, Minnesota. He's in his 4th season with the Boston Red Sox. How does it relate to you and I?
I'm not a baseball guy, so I have no idea.
Well, that's how it relates. 2007, first-round CIF, when we won the championship at Cypress, we played Laguna Hills. We beat them 30-26 at Laguna Hills. Rob Refsnyder was one of their stud football players. He's a junior on that team that year. Remember, they had the stud.
They were the
running back?
2 seed, yeah.
Rob Refsnyder played football on that team. You and I coached against him in football.
Nice.
That's the tie-in there.
All right.
So all that being said, Huntington Beach is winning this game.
I
Yeah.
can take this one.
Go ahead,
game.
Teran.
Yeah, give me Huntington Beach. I feel their defense and offense are just clicking. I said that Los Alamitos is playing probably the best football of its life, but Huntington Beach, they are playing some good football, and they only have one loss, and that was a 1-point loss to Trabuco Hills. I would not say that this is a layup, though. Laguna Hills is improved. So if Huntington Beach thinks they're going to walk in and win this one easy money, it's not going to happen. I think Huntington Beach is going to have to grind this one out a little, but they'll pull away at the end. So give me Huntington Beach in an all-around amazing effort.
Yeah, if you can't get fired up for a league opponent, regardless of the quality of that opponent, I mean, this counts now.
It's Epsilon League.
So, this is a big deal. Huntington's going to be locked and loaded. I mean, you look at Laguna Hills, they lost to Irvine, they lost to Orange, they beat St. Margaret's by 1 point. Huntington Beach has no excuse. They need to come
Laguna Hills
in,
won CIF a couple years ago. They're a good program.
but that team's not playing, so it really doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I would say be prepared for the run game because Laguna Hills loves to run the ball. I've seen it in years past.
Let's strap those helmets up and see what happens. Give me the Oilers.
All right.
Yes.
Newport Harbor at Tesoro. So Sailors come in 2-3. Tesoro 2-3 also. What do we know about Tesoro? Well, they have some key wins. They beat, sorry to say this, 24-14. They beat El Toro.
I saw that.
They beat La Mirada 17-5. Nick Brubaker, senior running back, 88 carries for 621 yards, averaging 7.1 a carry, which is impressive. He has a 95-yard TD run as well. So I'm guessing Newport Harbor already knows that. They're going to focus on him, see what Baranowski can do as far as stopping the run. Famous alumni, another UCLA guy, Christian Yount. He's a long snapper. He had a 4-year NFL career with Cleveland and Tampa Bay, and he did attend UCLA, like I said. Nice. End of the day, game prediction, Newport Harbor's winning this game, period. On the road, doesn't matter. The first Bravo League game, Newport Harbor's 2-3 doesn't matter. They're going to be 1-0 in Bravo League play.
Yeah, this actually sets up well for Harbor. This is a very winnable game. They should go on the road and take care of business. That'd be 2 straight wins if they do, with even more momentum going into Battle of the Bay. But Newport Harbor, it's do or die now from here on out. It's that simple. You got to win them all. So give me Harbor on the road at Tesoro.
Yeah, I'll take Newport Harbor as well. Thankfully, they were able to win at Colony, which was their first road win of the Matt Burns era. I'm confident they'll do it again. I mean, the last 2 years, I'll give Tesoro a little credit that they probably are building up all of these heartbreakers from the past 2 years and going to try to take Newport Harbor down. But I think Newport Harbor will be ready for that. I think the defense should be able to be prepared for the run game. Got to hit that sled machine all the time because Tesoro have got a pretty decent coach in Mike Zangle. So, and their coaching staff actually has one assistant coach tied to Newport Harbor. Do you know who that is?
I don't, but I've got another subplot for you. Go tell us first, and I'll tell you.
It's Jason Carey. So Jason Carey, I think he's also the JV head coach in terms of Tesoro football, but he's also the assistant coach for Tesoro football's varsity team. He's also the assistant coach for Newport Harbor's boys basketball team.
Ooh.
So
How many assistant's jobs does he have? He's the assistant manager at the Edwards Cinemas.
All right, Teran, are you ready for?
interestingly enough, he went to Edison. So
You want the subplot that
Was he an
directly
assistant there?
relates to you?
good.
Do you know what it is?
What is it?
You attended Newport Harbor High School.
Well, of course.
Justin Lee attended Tesoro.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so Teran's broadcasting partner is a Tesoro.
Oh,
alumni.
it's the Lee Rodriguez Bowl.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, we got to give a quick shout out to Coach Heddick for allowing Teran to ride on the team bus.
Yes.
You know, if Teran picked against my team week after week, I'd never let him anywhere near my team. But Coach Heddick's above all that. He allowed Teran to ride with those guys and didn't have like a little spirited conversation about SC Michigan coming up.
It was just a little squabble.
Okay. But anyway, that was nice of CDM to let you travel with them. Teran's
Well, I
still-
am a Newport Mesa Unified School District member, so
This is true.
that's something to take into consideration.
Teran is, yeah, but they don't have to put you on their bus.
Well, it would be good to be a member of the school district. Otherwise, if I get hurt, then they're responsible, and then there could be lawsuits. But since
Wait,
I'm
what?
That's what I was told.
Okay, well,
That's what I was told in the past.
Anyway, thank you, Coach Heddick. Teran is still working on his driver's license. Hopefully someday he'll get it. Or if Tesla can solve full self-driving, we'll all chip in and get you a little car, and then we won't have to hit up people for rides.
Or maybe I can get an electric bike.
Yes.
All right.
Yo, you're going to drive that bike down to Tesoro?
Well, I'm not going down to Tesoro.
Okay.
It's like far, far never away land. Have you been to Tesoro?
Once. They have nice
Yeah.
beach volleyball courts, I must say, and you're a volleyball guy.
Yes.
Anyway.
Of course I knew that.
Yes.
All right, so that's this week's games, and now a word from our sponsor.
Oil Stop. Oil changes made easy. With hospitality, you can feel the moment you arrive. Visit Oil Stop at 3045 Bristol Street and experience fast, friendly service today.
One last non-game, Los Alamitos has a bye. We've already talked about that. They're going to be 7-0 this week. So they got 2 weeks off. So once again, we'll see how that goes. Coach Fenton and the crew, wow.
A lot of time to game plan for Edison.
Yeah, a lot of time to game plan. So Newport Harbor Sailors football broadcasting their home games for the fans with Teran Rodriguez and Justin Lee. Thank you, Teran. Let's do a great job, you and Justin. Listen live to Dominic Lawrence. You want to catch up on Huntington Beach Oiler football games. Does a great job. Always exciting. Brings such great energy to the broadcast. Los Alamitos High School News and Sports. Hashtag Griffin News. JP West Media. The best photographer, sports photographer in the business. Thank you to our fantastic sideline reporters, Emma Verns and Catalina Barrera, always doing a wonderful work getting those interviews. Thank you to our awesome production team of Cole Menzinger, James Krupe, Sam Bray, and Nate Gervin. And once again, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, so please like and subscribe. Remember to follow us on X, TikTok, and Instagram as well. And go to our wonderful website, sunsetrewind.com, for all updates regarding not just football, but other Sunset League sports. And we're really trying to branch out into other sports. Teran appears weekly on a volleyball show. There's some baseball stuff. There's been some
We just
golf
got
stuff.
started in terms of girls tennis.
Girls tennis.
Thank you to my good friend Leanne Sheward for lending her voice.
And all the interviews are wonderful right here in the studio. So go to sunsetrewind.com. So that's going to do it for another week already. Gosh, week number 6, Fan Zone 7. We'll be back next week with more information, more reporting, more highlights, more news, all the good stuff going on with the Sunset Rewind teams.
More coal.
More Cole.
More Cole acting a fool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here.
Teran Rodriguez. Teran Rodriguez, you're the best in the business, dude. You really are, man.
Cool, yeah.
And thank you to Coach Padios.
Yeah, Teran's been working out. You look good, Teran. Show that again. Yes. Teran Atlas.
All right, we'll be back next week. Thank you
I would
so
put
much.
Mo against breaking down games against anybody.
He's the best, by far.
Better than Heddick?
Perhaps. As long as he has his espresso.
Yes.
Espresso.
We'll be back next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Always a pleasure. Please like and subscribe, like I said. Send us your comments. Have a great week, everyone. Be kind to each other. Take care, and God bless.
Don't forget to get your picks in.